Okay, so we are live, everybody. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your patience. Mama said, "My face is way." We like on two different platforms, so it's different angles and everything. So, Alexa, volume two. So it took. We on it's Black History Month. We on Black Folks Time. And when I was in Swaziland, it was Swazi time. And oh, speaking of Swaziland, we have on our Swazi earrings. Shoma, she has on one red, I have on one black. If folks wearing different color sneakers, we can start wearing different color earrings. So we're representing our Black history, Swazi history. Wear red month. We got our red on for National Heart Health Month, and we also we're supporting a small business, Mess in the Bottle, and so we are supporting a small business. So with that said, I'm going to do a shameless plug for the very beginning. If you guys could support me, I'm a small business. I'm one of 53 million unpaid family caregivers. The difference between me and probably a quarter of them is that I was gainfully employed all of my life up until 2016 when I went to the Peace Corps, and then when I came home to take care of Mama. So, hold on one second while I try to get this Facebook together. Please set the frame rate to 15, 16. How do I do that? Y'all, I need a tech person. I don't know how to do this stuff. Anybody out there know if you know anything about the current frame rate? Yeah, I don't know. Broadcasting and all that kind of stuff. Whatever, you know what? Whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be. So anyway, somebody sent a request. Go live with how's it? How do you Hi y'all. So is Nikki on here, Fleta, Betty, Kathy, my Venti Circle sister, and I hope y'all can see me. So tonight, I just wanted to come on, and come on, Mom. Where's she going to go? You ready to get in bed? No. She said she's ready to get in the bed. So for those of you who don't know, in 2018, August 5th, 2018, my mother, Mama Joan, suffered a massive stroke. It was a subdural hematoma. It was a brain bleed, which she had to have a immediate surgery, removal of her brain, called a brain craniotomy. And so they had to take her brain off, stop the bleed, put it back on. And so we went through, the ups and downs, ebbs and flows of her recovery, as well as me with caregiving. So now we're here 3 years later. For a long time, she didn't do anything. I actually got a message from one of her texts. She was just saying how much she's come a long way, and that she just can't, she can't believe how far she's come. And she remembered when she first met her, she was intubated, which means that she had a tube and wasn't breathing on her own. So we are here to celebrate this month of love. Just wanted to, I know she chilling right now, but I know before the end of our talk and chat, she will have some funnies. And if you have any questions, like if you want to ask any questions in real time, please feel free to. And can somebody let my Aunt Betty know she's trying to call me and FaceTime video me? I know there's somebody out there that knows my Aunt Betty. Can you just tell her I'm on Facebook Live and IG, and that's it. That's it. That's all. So, Ma, are you ready to kick it off? So we're talking about love again, like, and to go back to the Wear Red month is important to us because heart disease runs in our family. My mother had a mitral valve replacement in 2005, which I had to monitor her INR levels with Coumadin and all of that. And if there's anybody out there that really knows about Coumadin, it knows it's this tricky medication, a slippery slope, and you have to keep the blood therapeutic. And because she has a mitral valve replacement, she's not eligible for a, it's called a Watchman. It's this new device. For those of you who have family members on Coumadin or warfarin, research that because that may be an option. I have a request. Let me view the request. I don't. Okay. I guess I did it. That was my cousin's. So so y'all, this has been the end of the year. Really, we lost two close members. They were like family. So if anybody remembers growing up in a neighborhood where everybody was like family, that was how I grew up. So we weren't friends, we were family. So I'm still we're sending our prayers and condolences to the Thomas and Cameron Brown Hodges family. And we are now grieving the loss of my aunt Sally OG. But let me tell y'all about Sally OG, y'all. She lived her life until God was ready to call her home. In November, she was at her niece's wedding dancing in her heels. And that's how Sally OG lived. And OG is because that's who she was. She was an OG. So while we're grieving the loss of our family and just hearing so many stories about suicide and depression, it's just something that, I feel like as caregivers, we experience a lot of loneliness, a lot of loneliness, sometimes depression, anxiety, just making sure we're doing everything right. A lot of times we're sleep deprived, all of those things. And so my goal as a caregiver and an advocate for caregiver and a business owner for caregivers is to make sure that we take care of ourselves. So with that said, I've reached out. And if you have any questions like live right now, please send them. But I've reached out, to just say, if you have any questions for me and Mama, please send them our way. So anything you want to say, Ma, about our little chat so far? No? What do you think about, like depression and all? Do you think people should seek help, seek therapy? What do you think about me doing therapy? Huh? It's a good thought. No, I'm saying when I say, Ma, I got therapy, I'm getting ready to talk to my therapist. What you think? Huh? She said other people don't know as much about me, but I'm glad that she, this is one. So you know what? That's a good segue into this question. Someone asked, what have you learned about each other since being in this space? So I learned that my mother is like hilarious. I knew she was funny, but now it's like this lady is super funny. Why your hair look like it's cocked to the side though, Ma? Come on, you got don't have people think I don't be taking care of you. Um, so Ma, what have you learned about me? That what? That I'm a loving person. You didn't know that before? Sometimes the way I act. How did I act? How did I act? Like what? Like I said it, I meant it. I'm here to represent it. See, y'all, she be coming up with all kinds of stuff. But now you see the love. Huh? So you see the love and feel the love. Like I said, I learned that she was hilarious. So where did you get your sense of humor from, Ma? You don't know? From God. He made you funny. You think you funny? You don't. Why not? Don't be shrugging your shoulders. What'd you say what'd you do if I shrug my shoulders? Pop me in the mouth, right? So what where you get your sense of humor? You think Mama? She think my grandmother. Um and what did I learn about myself? So I learned about myself in this process. See, y'all, she don't be letting me be great with her. She just be doing all kinds of stuff. Um, I learned about me that and like she mentioned that I'm loving, more loving, right? Love is what powers. We say caregiving is powered by love. That's what really keeps me going. I learned that I had a wonderful support system, especially with my friends. They show up like sisters and brothers. My neighbor, he helps a lot. Oh, Blue Moon, Lloyd. Lloyd is one of my good friends. So my male friends, shout out to my male friends. When my mother first came home, I didn't know what to do in terms of transferring her from a chair to the bed and all this stuff. And so my friends would come over and actually lift her for me. So I mean, and when I think about how far she's come, and we have come as a team, I've come as well as a caregiver in terms of being able to do things on my own. There were times I would have to wait till someone came over, my best friend, my cousin, whatever, to come over to help me give her a bath, just all of those things. So I've learned so much throughout this process and I've grown significantly. So the next question is for me. Now that you have a more intimate relationship with your mother, what do you cherish most about her that you may not have before? I cherish her sense of humor for real. And we being transparent, we're being honest. And I know that there have been, folks with my mother has, it's not Alzheimer's or dementia, but there is an element, and I forgot the technical term of dementia when there's some traumatic brain injury like a stroke. So she will cuss me out sometimes, like real bad, like real bad. She would say the F bomb to me, and she never talked to me like that when I was a child. So I'm able to laugh it off. For other people, they might have PTSD because it's a reminder, it's a trigger for them and how they were talked to as a child. So what I learned is that she's funny. My mother was always a giving person. So when I'm here, like I told y'all, I don't have no job, right? So when I say mom, I said, oh man, I need to get such and so and so. She said, I get it for you. Or somebody says something like, oh, tell them I get it for them, I buy it for them, And so she still has that heart to give. And I think that when you're able to receive, is like that's the best thing when it comes to love, when it comes to support, is being able to give and receive. Her best friend and my aunt, they always cook food for her. We have different diets. You like my food, Ma? You do, but you ain't like it before. Okay, so now that's the difference. She'll eat what I fix sometimes, but before, because I've been pescatarian for 24 years, so she would she did not like my food. One time I made some chili, y'all, some vegan chili, and it was absolutely delicious. And she ate it. She was like, "What you say, Ma?" This is good. She said, "This is good. Give me another bowl." And I said, "Ma, oh my God, you it's vegan." And what you say? Meat. What you say? You said keep it meat. I was like, "What you mean?" And you ain't eat no more after that, did you? I didn't even let her bowl. Huh? She said not even what she put in her bowl. Oh, my Jenny said you said my food is nasty. My food nasty. It used to be. She said it used to be, but now it's not. Okay, Ma, what's your favorite dish? What you like to eat? Oh my God, y'all! The ones out there that know what she like to eat, she is being real funny. Ma, what you like to eat? You are full of it now. Stop playing. Stop showing off. Look, we don't want to hold up these people time now. We've been already, but what do you like to eat? Huh? Ma, what do you like to eat? Every day. What you ask me for? Why it take you so long? You knew what? It wasn't included. Why? I asked you what you like to eat. Oh, look, Betty said you said my food was tasteless. What you say about her food? Yeah. She said, ew. See, everybody saying pancakes, 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 pancakes because they know it. All right. So this is the next question. How has the experience changed your walk with God and your relationship with your mother? That's for me. So, well, it's definitely stronger. Like I said, God has been keeping me for 6 solid years. I've not had a job. Well, I volunteered and got a stipend through Peace Corps, but I've not worked. I've not been employed. It will make 3 years in May. So, it's one of those things where it's like God has what's supposed to. And what do we do? What do we do? What do we read? And what do we do at night before we go to bed?
Right.
We pray, and that's something that we did not do. That together, ever. To be honest, we didn't do that until now. And so, what do you do when it's time to go to bed? What you do? What you do? Huh? You put your hand. You put. Girl, if you. Yes, she needs to cooperate. Why you not cooperating? Ma, come on now. People came to see you. They don't want to see me. They want to hear you. Ma, from a caregiver's perspective, what words of encouragement can you give other caregivers and caregivers? What were other words of encouragement?
Stay strong.
Stay strong as the woman next to me. Shout out again to Mess in the Bottle. Stay strong, and what else? From your perspective, what would you tell yourself? Stay strong and focused. Strong and focused on what? On everything that's going on. What does that include? The care. Okay, that's fair. The care, okay. Ma, what are the things and times that you enjoy the most? Huh? Bowling. She's been talking about bowling, and I want to go bowling for my birthday. So maybe we got to take you bowling. You want to go bowling? We put your chair on the lane and you throw the ball. I'm going to see if we can make that happen. Well, we got to be masked up, ma. It's COVID. It's COVID. It's COVID. Okay. So, this is another question for me. Was I angry when I had to change my entire life plan? I didn't have time to be angry. Only because, where's the phone number? I didn't have time to be angry only because it all happened so fast. I was in Eswatini when I learned that my mother was on life support. So when I came home, I just hit the ground running. Now, were there times once I got home and I was able to really kind of take in what was going on? Yeah, there was sometimes, I wouldn't say angry. I would say more disappointed, kind of like, because I had plans to stay overseas, and then I just started thinking about my life and what would it look like. But that didn't happen until later, to be honest. Like I said, it was so much to contend with just to get readjusted. I had to get a bed, like all of these things that I didn't have time to really be angry. It was more of concern, and that takes me to like the whole being selfless piece. In the beginning, I was selfless. I was doing everything for my mother. I wasn't considering me. And then over time, I learned it. But again, it took quite a while. So not angry, disappointed, and, that kind of thing. What else, Ma? What did you think about, have you ever thought about like my life and what we're doing now? You ever think about, what my life is going to look like? Like, what do you, huh? Hello? Hello? No, the phone ain't off the hook. Hello? Why are you not cooperating? See how she pushing me off of me? Off of her. What you normally say when I'm doing stuff like this? Oh, see, y'all hear that? She be cussing me out. She be cussing me out. But guess what? Like I say, it doesn't bother me. But watch your mouth. Mom, we on T. You can't see. She said she can't see her mouth. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's the kind of stuff I had to put up with. Yeah.
Wit, W-I-T.
W-I-T, wit. I'm your what?
Yeah.
I'm your daughter. How you spell that?
Yeah.
How you spell daughter?
Yeah.
D-A-R, that's Dawn. How you spell daughter?
Mhm.
How you say it? How do you say daughter? Daughter is Baltimore vernacular. For those of you who are not from Baltimore, daughter is Baltimore vernacular, right? So what's the correct way to say it? Daughter.
Like water.
Like water. What's the Baltimore way to say water?
Water.
Water. Water. So here's a question leading into my when I was just saying about thinking about our lives and stuff like that. This is a deep question. So this is for me. How do you have honest, candid conversations about estate planning? So what I've done is I've been very vocal about how I want to die, and that's quite frankly that's what it is. We talk about how we want to live, and we talk about how how we want to die. So I say I want what I want.
Water.
A party. She got it, so she know it. I said if something happened to me before it happens to you, I want a party, and I don't want what.
Like stirring.
She say it louder so they can hear you.
No, that a cry is stirring.
No lot of crying and staring. I don't want no viewing. I don't want nobody looking all over me talking about, ooh, she look like she's sleeping. Ooh, they ain't doing a good job. Ooh, she dog. Ooh, ooh, no. So I want a party. So for all y'all out there, I want a party. But we had a conversation. I think to start the conversation is to talk about what it is. It's real life. It's inevitable. None of us are going to get out of here alive. That's just it. So we need to come to, really embrace and accept the fact that we are going to die, and we need to be in charge of that, right? Because if you don't plan in advance, somebody else is going to make the plans for you, and that's just it. And that's just all. You got anything to add to that, Mom? What else you got to say? People came to see you. You ain't making nobody laugh. Come on, sit back a little bit. Fix your fix your mug. What's up? Huh?
That's why y'all feel good today, y'all.
You don't feel good. Since when?
Since you asked.
You sick of me asking you all these questions.
Yeah.
Somebody said I'm sick. You sick of me asking all these questions, man. All right, so what you want to do? You want to sit back? But can y'all have any questions for Mama? Anybody have any questions? No questions? No? No questions. Ma, you have any questions for the audience?
Yes.
She said, why y'all ain't ask her none? Mama said, why y'all ain't ask her no questions? What else? Huh? Oh, here's a plug. We need y'all prayers, okay? Okay, a couple of things. Please support heycaregiver.com. We have some new merch for Black History Month and all that. Oh, Aunt Betty said, thanks for not cussing her out. You haven't cussed out in a long time. And what you think about that? Say it again. So you need, oh, my head fell down, y'all. So you need to cuss her out. It's time for a cussing out. Okay. Somebody asked, what do you enjoy doing? She said cussing people out. But along with cussing people out, we can already start our one girl band. I mean, our two girl band, all girl band. That's what I meant, all girl band. So mine, Sean, what you? She gonna be playing her tambourine. And I'm gonna be playing my bass guitar, y'all. So y'all keep us in prayer. So the next time we come on, they can't see me on the tape. So the next time we come on, we can play for y'all. Right, Ma? All right. That's a deal. So we're gonna play. We're gonna what else we gonna do? Go ahead. Do the tambourine, girl. Fix your face. People say you tired, girl. You tired. You tired. You. All right. What else? All right. You send anybody. Okay. What else we like to do? What we like to watch, Ma? Family Feud, and what they say. When they say it's fast money. How much you and your family gonna win if you get $200?
$20,000.
Yes. Um. Oh, what's your sister Betty's theme song? Huh? When beneath my wings. What you call her? What you call her? No, when she's singing that, what you call her? No, when she's singing "When Beneath My Wings," you don't call her Betty. What you call her? Fatty. No, you call her Betty Midler. You acting funny, y'all. But she acting funny, y'all. We gonna What else? What else, ma? Any other thing? Oh, nursing home or home care. What do you think about that? Huh? What do you think about nursing? You want to go to a nursing home? Why not? They ain't for you. Why they ain't for you?
I need to be in 13.
You don't need to be in no nursing home.
13 home.
Why? That's long-term care, ma. You don't want to be treated like an invalid. That's the one thing I try to give her as much independence as possible and try to do things like we sitting up in a chair now. And I had to, again, like I told you, my male friends used to help us, and she has what's called a Barton chair. So we're able to get her in and out. But again, I do it all on my own. So, and I'm a petite lady for those that don't know me. And so, but I make sure I have my lumbar support. Everybody should get a pair of slip-on sneakers if you are a caregiver. It's so easy to do. Your mug is bent, girl. Your mug is bent. So yeah, so a nursing home. What the first thought, and people were saying to put you in a nursing home. What do you think about that? Do you think you would still be here? Thumbs down, y'all. Do you think you would still be here if you were in a nursing home? No. So I think that, and we're gonna wrap it up and just kind of circle back with love, talking about love. Love really is what I think helps with recovery, with sustaining life. I mean, we hug and kiss all the time, and sometimes I kiss on it too much, and you call me what?
Lesbo.
A lesbo. I said, Ma, I'm kissing on you. I don't kiss on the other women. She like, stop kissing on me. But then the other time, she be like, give me a hug. She be calling me at the top of her lungs. I'm like, Ma, what? She like, I need a. You tell them.
I need a hug.
Can you tell the people some
I
stuff?
need some love.
And talk to the people. Tell them because we get ready to wrap up. So, just what's your closing remarks? What? That don't even. She said, "Stay the hell good." That don't even. Girl, look at this camera. Look at that camera. Look at that camera. And what you gonna say to the people?
Stay strong.
Stay strong. And what else? See, y'all, she be doing stuff that is so fun. That's the first time I seen this. This the first time. Ma, so what do you think about home care? I'm a good nurse.
You're better.
I'm the best.
Mm-hmm.
And I what?
Baby.
I ain't pay you. I ain't pay you.
Say it.
Oh, she said I ain't pay her to say it. She said I'm the best and I didn't pay her to say it. Oh, y'all, let me go back. For a long time, like I say, my mother couldn't do anything. So the fact that we can do this together, and even if she, kind of chilling or whatever, even that she it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Somebody said, act like you calling me.
Dang.
And I'm in the basement.
Dang.
Can y'all imagine that all night long? Oh, like all night long? I couldn't get no sleep at all. And what else? Huh? What else, Mama said? Any other requests or questions before we say goodnight? Um, oh, thank you, Tracy. We miss you. Tracy is one of the nurses and friends from church. She was one of my mother's nurses when she was at Future Care in short-term rehab. Um, so, girl, that's how loud it is, Tracy. Right? She said that was loud. That's how loud it is because, yeah, right. And then you can't even hear her talking now. But that's how loud it is. So that means that you can be loud enough, right? And what else?
Loud enough.
Yo, what I'm gonna do with this lady? But like I said, I'm so grateful that God has kept her and her mind is so much sharper. And my smile, somebody said smile. You got your mug on. That was Michelle said smile. Y'all, when my mother would call me, I would say, "My look," I say, the people, that's walking down the street and stuff like that, they don't know what's going on in here. So they would think that you're being abused and would call elder abuse on me. I said, then take me away. They'll lock me up, take me away, and they'll ask questions later. And so, what you say? Say it so they can hear you, because I don't cuss like you do.
They take no goddamn
Because what?
Because she got the flesh in me.
And what would you do if they took me somewhere?
She better me off.
What would you do if the elder abuse folks took me somewhere? What would you do to them? Huh? You'll get in their face and say what? You'll cuss them out. What you do? You'll fight them? She said she would fight them if I took her away, even though she's the cause of them taking me away. See what I put up with? All right, my fiction face, lose your face up. You make it look like I'm making you do this. You told me that you were going to do this and you were going to act right.
After you begged me.
She said after I begged her, I did not beg you. She laughing, y'all. Oh, and she didn't laugh for like 9 months. So when she laughed for the first time, that just really, really made my day. So any other questions or anything, y'all? My so without shirt say as strong as the woman next to me. Again, shout out to Mess in the Bottle, supporting Black businesses this month, as well as wearing our red, representing Heart Month. And we have on our Swazi earrings. Ma, see our Swazi earrings? Yeah, so we got these from Swaziland. So we got a piece of Africa on us. So, and again, like I say, supporting Heart Month because heart disease runs in our family. What else? Oh, please visit my shop at heycaregiver.com. And anything else? No? Nothing else? Not one thing? Okay. So you want to tell the people good night? How you going to tell them good night?
Good night, I love y'all.
She said good night. Now, look, can you open your eyes, though? Do you love them for real? Talk to them.
I do.
Huh?
I do.
You do what?
Love them all for real.
You love them all for real. Aunt Betty said, remember when she said you was going to go down and get another muffin. If she didn't bring you another muffin, you was going to get it yourself, Mom. That's what I'm saying. She was like, she going to get it herself. We had crabs the other day, and she said, I was on the table. They were so good dancing. Right? What else? Nothing else? No. Okay, y'all, before we go, real quick, we're going to give again for y'all that's from Baltimore. We're going to give y'all some Baltimore vernacular. You want to get on some Baltimore vernacular real quick? Oh, I guess not. She like good night. Never mind. Never mind. She like peace out, y'all. So I guess we'll see. We'll see y'all the next time. She like I'm out. And what else, Mom? So long. She could look. She like look. I'm. You done? You done? You over it? All right. Night, night, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll be back. Will we be back? You want to do this again? Y'all see her saying yeah. So the next, and if she say I begged her, y'all know that that's not the truth. So you'll do it again. Are you, Mom? You sure? Okay. All right. See y'all. Bye bye. Good night. Have a wonderful weekend and have a wonderful, wonderful night. Yay. Mwah. Was this recording? Okay.